We hop in the voice call. Nice. Ooh, let me adjust Discord. Let me adjust Discord. Because now it goes to my head. Nice. Oh, but I need this. There we go. Twitch, am I live? Oh, Twitch, you shouldn't have. Oh, Twitch, you shouldn't have. Let me know that I'm live. No, man. Baker and all their bits. Mr. Big Spender now that they're making that big Twitch money. Me. Escape. Because as soon as they hop on, we can start this game. So I'm gonna. Here, we can swap over to actually me. Yeah. Yeah. Let's set the screen someplace they haven't seen. Or someplace they have seen. So it's someplace that, hello? Twitch? Don't do this to me now, Twitch. Interesting. What do you think, Cat? Oop. There's Muxybot. Praise Muxybot. Why, Cat? You really need to stop licking your belly. So your hair's just starting to grow back in. Praise Bot. Oh, heck. So we can, stream the art. Oh heck, my going live tweet's going to be very wrong. That's fine. No one reads those. No one reads those. No. Yeah, that's a good color. I like this color. Let's get this color and then... Hold on. We never actually switched this over.
Yo.
Yeah, missed. Yeah. So you're raring up, ready to go.
Oh
Just
yeah.
got confirmation from Beazle. They're like, wait a minute. When do we do this? What is this live?
Ooh.
Which is all good. Hold on. I have to double your volume again. I just... reset my hard drive Friday, so all the settings are gonna be off. I think I put them all back right.
Testing, testing.
Yeah. Uh, Actually, could you say that again so I could look at the audio?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're good. You're
testing.
good. You're
Okay,
good.
perfect.
You look like you.
Hey,
Yeah. Does what I said
do you have
about
to
yeah.
do you have to make like the whole kind of not the whole map again, right?
No,
Okay. Whew.
no. I saved all the maps and all that. Now they're all backed up to the cloud, which
Ruined.
they were before, but now they're even more backed up. So this hard drive could die at any second. I would lose nothing.
That's excellent, and also, well, sure.
Yeah, yeah. Said the attacks opportunity things make sense. Ooh, I'm gonna actually
Yeah.
turn this
I
off.
know it's I know it's like it's melee, and it has to be within the range of I guess a melee weapon. So even if it has like 10 foot reach or something, I guess that would also work.
Yeah, yeah, because it's just as someone walked past you in the heat of battle, you stick out your sword and stab them. It's
I
not,
like the sound
yeah,
of that.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. You just clothesline them. Like that's what I was thinking when you're like, yeah, can I hit two people? Uh, if both of them run by, and you just hold the glaive or pole arm horizontally. You just boom, catch them both.
At first, I thought it was based on like any weapon choice. So if someone had like a bow and arrow, they could still get them. But
I mean, you can
I
get
guess it's
them,
better.
but you have to make a melee attack. So you're gonna melee them with the arrow. It's just
Okay,
yeah. Which
throw it. Yeah, or just throw the bow and like hope it hits them for like 1 damage.
so I don't know if I ever covered this, but if you use a ranged weapon in a melee range, you just use it with disadvantage. So
Oh,
you,
I don't think you specifically covered it, but I was reading something about that. I didn't know the specifics though.
yeah, if you try to shoot a bow and arrow in someone's face, roll two dice and take the lower one.
And I think that's fair, in a way, because it takes a while to like draw.
Right.
If it's like a bow and arrow, it takes a while to. That's what it's called, right? Draw
Yeah.
to load the arrow.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't even know. Yeah.
Knock. Draw works well.
Hmm. Now I have to see this new character and their abilities.
Oh, that's something we could do, actually.
Because we went over it in the past lightly, but just
Yeah.
kind of remembering it. The good
Yeah.
thing is that you're familiar with this stuff, though. So
I know a thing or two. That reminds me
yeah.
of this. This is your orc. I can chop the background off him real quick here. Look at that beauty.
Oh, excellent. I tried actually to like clip the background by drawing around, but I was not able to successfully do it. This looks like an upgrade from Paint.
Well, it's GIMP, which is technically an upgrade, but as I'm still learning the program, we're getting better. Uh, there's
That
gonna be
precision,
there's
huh?
gonna be some better assets in the game that I did with pixel art and then blew them up.
Ooh,
So
excellent.
hype for that. And by some, I mean two. There are two assets that are made with pixel art.
So it's like it's basically the style that you made some like terrain and stuff, or what do you mean?
Uh, I mean, I made houses and trees with pixel art, so I
Oh,
made
so
them a
you
little
actually
more
like drew
detailed.
them?
Yeah, like we
Ooh,
can. Hmm.
that's gonna be dope.
I mean, they're very small models. I don't know if I can open them here. Yeah, because y'all don't see my open screen to see all my file names. They renamed my hard drives after layers in the atmosphere.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, So you got the troposphere, the exosphere, the ionosphere, like different levels, how far away they are from the OS.
I know two or three of them, maybe two. So I'm on fire myself.
I think there's only like 4 or 5. Like,
Yeah, probably for now at least until it's renamed. If they
yeah,
rename them in the future.
which is possible.
Hmm.
It's my train.
Right now I have your stream playing on 160p, so I could try on Discord and have it playing
Nice,
some
nice.
real quality stuff.
Where the heck? Oh, oh well. We'll see them when we start the game.
So you remember on Baker's stream, like the bacon that y'all were donating to me yesterday?
Yes.
Some reason I don't know if you saw, I wasn't able to actually get it. I guess it showed that I got it, but I wasn't able to use it. It seemed
You weren't able to spend it?
right because like when I
Weird.
put the bacon amount, like after then Baker gave me 300, it said I only had 34 pieces and I didn't spend anything either, which was odd.
I agree.
Hmm. I was also on someone else's channel. They gave me some points and stuff, and it also didn't update. So I don't know if it's just a problem with my account or something. Might be.
It could just be Streamlabs being Streamlabs. But
Dang it, Streamlabs. I never trusted.
no, I don't. I do not know why that would be. Alright. Here, this is a. There. Overwritten that. So now we can check it in the actual game. Pachoo, pachoo.
It's looking great. Muchos thanks.
Does he have boots? I can't tell. It doesn't look like
Uh,
he does, but I don't know.
shoes. Can the man afford shoes, or is he a humble man?
No, but like,
Humble orc.
do they even have feet? I just see darkness. I hope I didn't chop off his feet.
Oh gosh, that might be better. Movement speed minus 30. No.
You know, add some frostbite to your backstory.
Oh gosh. So that must mean I have like super buff biceps, and I just walk around on my arms.
Yes.
The only way I can attack is by spinning on my stumps with a giant hand axe. So I look like a little, what are those things called? Like a dreidel?
Yeah, dreidel, a spinning top.
Hey.
That's you.
I mean, hey, that's some good AoE attack.
It is. Like, you're not wrong. Ka-choo, ka-choo. Wrong dungeon. So we aggressively set this up. Because I have like two-ish potential paths prepared.
Paths. Is it,
Paths.
is it going down from, let me see, we all went to look for the cave last time, or like 2 times ago. So is it the opposite direction of that when we get beneath the cloud?
You can go either direction, up or down the mountain.
Hmm.
But up the mountain is a little bit smaller space, so I was able to have a finite end to it. Down the mountain leads you to the rest of the continent, which
Damn. Whew.
is a lot of things.
How far kind of are you like with the I guess map design? Are you kind of adding after each week, or do you have a lot done so far?
I'm definitely building beyond what you guys can see, but not a whole lot.
Hmm.
Which reminds me, where's
So I have to see what the group decides. Then I could suggest top, but I won't specify why.
either way?
Either way works. I hmm. So I have a question about the page of like stats and stuff. When you got a moment.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's up with the stats?
So the top left that has like the six scores, and it like in the saving throws.
Yes.
Okay, they're all in this little box. It says I have an A on Dex against effects that cannot be that I can see. I don't know what the A means though. It has like a green surrounding.
Advantage. That's your danger sense, which means you have advantage on dexterity saves against things that you can see.
Yeah, I don't get what that means then. Is it like do I add a certain number to my dexterity rolls or something?
So advantage means that you roll a second die and take the higher of the two.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. So
And
you're
that's for saving throws or not dexterity in general, right?
uh advantage and disadvantage is in general. You roll two d20s. Advantage you take the higher one, disadvantage you take the lower one.
No,
Because
curses, evil.
that's like using a bow in melee range is very difficult. So instead of the usual RNG, you get twice the RNG.
So that's and that means whenever I roll something that has to do with dexterity, it would be roll it twice.
Whenever you roll a dexterity save
Oh,
against something
dexterity
you can
save.
see,
Okay. Hmm. Because I was
dex
gonna say
yeah,
that's pretty broken. I'm about to move that +1 stat point
yeah,
to let's see,
that'd be very good. But never mind.
-1 intelligence. Sounds about accurate with real life.
Hey, yeah, and intelligence is usually the dump stat.
Feels bad. I would think it'd be one of the higher ones that are higher up there, like some detective work doing stuff. But it's probably more broad than that.
Right, but oh, 'cause there's not a lot of classes that use intelligence as their primary stat. I, cause I'm pretty sure wizards and sorcerers use wisdom, but don't quote me on that. I feel like one of them uses intelligence.
Excuse me. Hmm. Maybe sorcerers, but not too sure. Haven't read too deep into it.
Yeah,
Are these lessons with Cog on how to make maps? All right, this works.
they can be. So my idea here is you get so many loops, and don't metagame as you watch me build the map. Like don't use this outside knowledge.
It's okay. I'm a blind half orc at the moment. Let's see. Do you kind of know what you want to do with this? I guess map area, because
Uh,
like it could be a couple things. Like maybe the walls have to be punched through, and each little area has like an arena, or maybe they're paths that walk on, or maybe zoomed out. I'm not too sure if it's like a new area or the whole a bunch of them.
oh, this can be a zoomed out image of a vast swath of the Fey forest outside of Williamsport,
Hmm.
which
Oh, you can add that
yeah,
idea too if you think it's something you want to add to your world.
the,
Um,
the punching through
I'm,
walls.
well, that sounds violent. Now I'm not that bad. But like maybe have a little arena or something that has a bunch of different areas in each room, and it could be punching through walls with enough. Yeah, why not? And then there's like a
Yeah,
treasure chest or something, or a bunch of them, if one can get through the arena. But if everyone dies, it won't be like end of the game. They just get permanently teleported out of that place, and they lose that opportunity. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's just a random idea.
I can get behind that.
Excellent. Soon I will have an army.
Yeah. Export. Same name. Yes, Alice, I know. I know, kitten. But why must you bite? I don't give you attention. Here's your attention. I don't know if chat can even. Yeah, chat can see. This camera's pulled out.
Using those left hooks on you.
Yeah. But why do you bite so much? I need to find you other cats to play with. Yes, you need to play with other cats because they'll beat you up.
They'll teach you not to hit the sensei. I would say master, but some people don't like to be called master. The pets or use pets. I don't know.
I'll I'll take master.
Indeed, master of dungeons and master of felines.
What's that? Jack of all trades, master of all. Something like that.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah. Still better than master of one.
What was the other one? Let's see.
Eek.
Master of all trades, jack of none. Though the second part doesn't make much sense.
Because isn't it Jack of all trades, master of one is better than master of one, implying that diversity is a more applicable skill than being knowledgeable in any single aspect.
Right. But it's master of none for the first one, not master of one.
Yeah,
Oh, you might have misspoke there.
I,
That's why I was
it's
confused a bit.
entirely possible. I may say the wrong words.
It's not like you're human or anything. No, that'd be unacceptable.
I'm flawless. Get it right.
Yeah.
I
To
haven't
your
seen.
knowledge, has anyone else changed their character as well?
No, because Beazle and Death enjoy their characters.
Oh, that's good.
I need to pull up my notes because I don't remember what Beazle named their characters. Akanda?
Yeah, me neither.
Ak-
Start with A. That's what I know.
oh, I spelt it with an E.
Oh, maybe it was. Yikes.
Either way, let me session notes. Yeah, Akata.
Hakata. Got it. Pina colada. Okay, no.
Do you enjoy pina coladas and getting tossed in the rain?
They do their upsides.
Going for walks after midnight?
Hey,
If you
man.
have half a
Just
brain.
living the life. Midnight walks with a pina colada may sound good, but probably not good if one lives in a rather unsafe area. Being robbed while tipsy is an experience
Oh,
that one may never forget, depending on how drunk one is.
I remember what I wanted to do. I recall everything now. Uh, yeah, this will work. So we'll make a wonderful side stop. Where's my art? There it is.
I'm thinking for the reason the Aarakocra left, it could be they decide to stay with the people in the clouds,
Yeah.
or if you remember from last
Yeah.
Sunday, they were a bit hyped to fight the dragon, so maybe they went off by themselves, and then sadly later on, they were unsuccessful, as you see bones or a corpse near the dragon. So there are a couple things that could be done with that.
Because I have bigger dreams for your character. Do you mind if I use them
Ooh,
as a bit of
I'm down.
emotional leverage?
Oh snap! Let's see. Let's get some of that cog quality in there.
Uh,
Goodbye, trees.
yeah, no. 'Cause pine trees are one of the assets that I built, which I don't know if I can pull them up. Whatever, we'll see them. We'll see them. Give ourselves a light. There we go.
I suspect some of the group members may have not changed the hour.
That's my assumption. But I haven't heard from Jeff this morning.
Yeah, he knows we had a match today though.
Yeah. They were around yesterday and we were talking. So I have little reason to believe. I have no
Let me bug them.
theory. Yeah. I do not know what is up with them. Oh, I have to export this. Is there a... Yeah, there is an export button. Just Control E. Pachoo, pachoo. Zoop. Now.
This is
Shoot.
I'm not one to typically play like fantasy games like this, so
Yeah.
I'm basically a complete novice. So far, I am intrigued.
Well, good. I'm glad that you like the world and scenarios and everything's checking out. Oh no.
It could be that the DM is making this very high standards, so any future gameplay could be rather disappointing, potentially.
Should hope not. Keep your standards on the ground. There's,
Ah, yes.
it's not a quality game, but
That advice resonates with me.
yeah, this works. Uh, Send it back. Yeah. Hmm. This actually lines up because the things that were off screen are staying off screen. New, new space. Not open. We need new. Let's see.
Jeez, I do so much damage now. It's weird to not fly though.
So you don't necessarily have to change your character. You can stay the Arakakra.
True, true. I don't know. I feel like kind of resonated a little bit more half orc. It could just
It's,
be
yeah,
they write the information really good, and it's like those astrology signs that are kind of applicable for everything.
yeah. You really feel like a half orc.
Yeah, yeah. I just don't know. I also feel
Yeah,
like an. Hmm.
yeah, yeah. As long as you enjoy it. Says, hmm, that's what we're looking for.
I just hope I play. I need to play this smart though, because if I try and tank too many hits and play hero for lack of a better term, I'm gonna end up dead.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, 'cause, uh-oh. Getting errors in my end. Why am I dropping frames? Hmm. Because, your character probably won't die, and, if they get close, I know Blinding Death has a healing word as a bonus action, so they can just instantly get you up. Because, there's no detriment in this game from being at low health, only at no health. That checks out.
I mean, there's a bit of anxiety perhaps when one is maybe at 2 health out of 30, say.
Fair. Fair.
Just a bit stressful depending on one's goals.
Oh.
Ooh, is there team damage in here, or is that not something that happens?
There's friendly fire.
Gee.
Like that's a curse in the other campaign I'm playing, where they have a ring that gives them, I forget, I don't know if they even said what the boon is, but at points they have to make a wisdom saving throw, or they start targeting their party members.
Jeez. That's terrible. Who did this? Dang it.
Nah, nothing but quality game design.
The ring, like, what are the benefits of it then, if any?
Uh, because the one benefit that we know of is they told us where the undead are, so they can feel life energy and unlife energy somehow.
And does everybody have the ring, I guess, or just one person has to make the wisdom saving throw?
It's just the one cursed ring.
Oof. It'd be kind of funny though if they do almost no damage.
No, they have a very good bow and arrow and are quite proficient with the murder.
That is a bit. That is a bit of a problem then.
Nah, no fear. Is this
So if one gets to 0 health, does one? I assume, given D&D how vast it is, there's like a revival potion or something like that.
uh so what happens when you get to 0 HP is you start
Yep.
making death saving throws.
Hmm.
If you make 3 of them, as in succeed on 3 of them, you're no longer dying. Stabilize at 0 HP.
You
But
have to get all three of them successfully.
well, if you fail 3 of them, your character's
Oh.
dead. So
And yeah,
you just
is
keep
that
making
permanent?
them until you stabilize or you die.
Fuck. Um,
And people can stabilize you if they make a medicine check or use any healing at all to get you above 0 HP.
does
So
that mean one is out of the, I guess, the campaign, unless some twist happens with that character? I mean,
yeah, if the character's dead, their soul goes to the astral plane, which
I'm just trying to picture now what would happen if Jeff died. He'd probably kill everything in that plane and try and make his way back.
Yeah,
if
because
it's even possible to come back.
not without some strong voodoo. So I talked about the D&D multiverse briefly last session, but uh, 'cause this is pretty much set in a local multiverse where there's like 20-ish universes close by, and the big astral plane is the gap between them, where all the souls of the recently deceased travel to.
Hmm. So voodoo. Hmm. I don't think anyone on our team. Maybe there'll be a witch or something,
Uh,
or even a demon could be like, "Hey, y'all want some voodoo skill magic? It'll only cost you."
I hope you guys meet the character that I would like to introduce you to. It's entirely possible that you miss her,
Oh shoot.
because they're
Is it a demon though, or a
oh
different
they're
kind of?
there's something all
See,
right.
okay. Why do I have a feeling it's gonna be like a blade of grass? That's it. It's time for me. It's time for me to wisdom roll every 5 feet. You're alive. You don't know. It's some kind of plan. J- Jeff and I will burn everything till we find it.
That'd actually be a really good idea. I wish I thought of that.
No.
As
Shit.
they appear in some mortal form, be like, "Yeah, you see a bunny rabbit? I shoot it dead. Well, that was my effigy. That was my mortal form that you just slaughtered. Now I take vengeance upon you."
I'm not a homicidal maniac. I'm just being cautious. Let's see.
Uh,
Are we gonna get a hint when we're nearby this character?
I'm certain you'll be able to find them.
Okay. Hmm. Now the question is up the mountain or down the mountain? Are they even on the mountain? Hmm.
Are they even on the continent? Who's to say?
Shit. I don't know. I'm about to send everything to the astral plane though.
Just let the gods sort them out.
Yep. Then I'm coming for the gods too. Though I don't know if I'd ever be powerful enough to if that would even be possible. Or a good idea
Uh, it's possible. I wouldn't say it's a good idea. Just
to try and fight the gods.
yeah, just cast wish. I wish you stopped existing, and poof.
Eesh. Hmm. But does one get powerful enough that one could potentially fight them?
Yes.
She. Yes. I like where this is going.
Uh,
Is it like kind of like the I guess the Greek gods that are they are at war with each other kind of. So one could maybe take sides or something too.
some of them are at war. It's, a lot of them are at peace. There's
She.
a
All
large
right.
quantity of tomfoolery that goes on with the deities. 'Cause there's dozens of them in the pantheon. I know very few of them.
Ooh. This will be interesting then. Wow. Um. So D&D has a potential to last months, like at the pace we're playing.
Indefinitely,
For real? Oh shit.
for real. My intention
All
was
right.
my
Huh?
intention was to keep giving you guys scenarios and lore until we ran out of people.
Until everyone dies.
Until people want to stop playing.
Oh. So it could be everyone dies or IRL or stuff pops up.
Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah.
Hmm.
This. I know I haven't changed it from GIMP, but I'm editing the map.
I can't tell if that is a cave or a very heavy boulder that I will have to punch.
It's supposed to be a cave mouth.
Okay. And then look like spikes on the side, which could have something interesting in them.
It's just a rock wall.
Wait, that's rocks? The
Yeah.
things around the cave?
Oh, around the cave is just a shading to give the cave some depth. The side of the map there's just a rock wall or
Oh no,
dead
I mean
ends. Yeah.
besides the cave, like surrounding the outer kind of rung of it. It's like a bunch of little star-looking things.
All the stars?
Yeah,
Rock
those
wall.
look like spikes. Oh, rock wall?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's supposed to look rough and sort of rocky.
Okay, let me see. Let me look sideways at this. Let me see. Kind of looks like spikes, maybe thorny, but I not
Oh,
that I'm calling
yeah.
your let's
Yeah.
see. Let's read what your struggling artist expertise into question.
Yeah. It, I'm using it and moving on. By
Yeah.
moving on, I mean I forgot to add to the map.
So you make these like separate layers, and then you have to, I guess, export them to Roll20.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Because these are our base layers. Then the idea is I have other assets made out of pixel art we slap on top of it.
Hmm. What?
That's my intention, at least. It's loud. Naturally,
Do I join the Roll20 thing?
you can. Beaselborg's here.
Oh, you have a follow.
Yeah, that was naturally arrogant who followed the other day when I was offline. And, never got a shout out. So shout out naturally arrogant. Is there? No. I'm trying to
Yeah.
recall the
Follow
last
like
thing I saw them play. Ooh, there we go.
sign in.
Yeah, Beazle. Let me see you. You're in the game. What? No. One of these. Actually, I'd like to open up a different one. Yeah. We're going to use this color palette. Welcome in, Beaselborg.
Hi.
I'm going as her.
Howdy.
It's weird. Cool. And planning death as well. Alright.
Howdy.
Howdy as well.
Welcome on, y'all.
We were basically just getting coffee.
No mercy. Kill them.
It's all good. It's all good. Quality use Sunday morning.
Was it good coffee?
Yes, it is.
Excellent. I'll be back. I can't remember my
Yeah.
Roll20 login, so that might be a bit of a dilemma.
Yeah. See? Hmm. Oh, I forgot to even take these colors that I was going to steal. Add some consistency to this world. Yeah, that's the good stuff. Where's that? No, I use this color, then the other color. There we go. There we go, guys. Thanks for hopping and being here. wait for Miss to come back, then we'll start the session.
Oh, is Jeff not playing today?
They should be coming. But I don't know if the UK engages with regular time changes. I also just haven't heard from them since yesterday. Because they were doing well yesterday and streaming all that. Had a Discord call. So I do not know what's up with them at the moment.
Hey, I'm still looking for it, but you can kind of start if you want to.
Alright, then,
Okay. Successfully. Very good.
let me add this to our map real quick, and then we'll fire off.
That looks like a bird that is the victor of the Colosseum of Death.
That's it. My inspiration was watching gladiators brawl. Now you finally see. Oh heck, I have to make this map even bigger. Make this map even bigger. Yeah, roll 20. I know it's a big map. Let it go. Go, go, go.
Can I roll to execute the berry at the top left that is no longer?
You gotta roll and murder berries?
They're just there chilling,
Yeah,
floating in the air somehow.
they're burrowing out. I don't know if you can still see the burrow. I think it's too much black there, but they exist in normal space-time.
Oh, just violating the laws of physics, all that.
They're not a honeybee, which ignores all known laws of aviation.
Right.
I
Yeah, I'm interested to hear the backstory, unless you're waiting a few more minutes for Jeff to tell the story of change.
Nah, we'll just pop off. Swap categories back Dungeons and Dragons.
Is
Poof.
Moo here as well?
They haven't ever left this session. I don't want to kick them because that'll change the link.
Oh, okay.
So you can stack people down here and zoom in at our intrepid party. Say, right. I left Barry over there. That's fine. This is fine. This is good. This is all revealed, right? Oh.
What was that?
I thought this was all revealed, but I just turned on Fog of War, so now it's all revealed. Now I can hide things off screen.
Excellent.
Cause y'all wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy to the sounds of some Arakakra squawking. It's like a big rooster crow, just which occurs exactly at the break of dawn, which is apt as we lose an hour of our night. And, You're treated to a breakfast of oh, porridge. Birds eat seed. They can have porridge. So you're kicked out of the proverbial nest. There's
They
So
just
they're not
kick
letting
us
us.
Hmm?
So as soon as like we wake up, they kind of just, all right, on you go. Get
yeah,
out.
yeah. Have some porridge, but unless you're picking up some reeds and staying in the shop to help craft, you're just taking up space.
Well, that's kind of rude. What kind of hospitality is that?
Hmm.
They are flummoxed by your expectation of hospitality, as you offered no gold. They can go about their craft.
I mean, we saved their person, but okay, fair enough.
You saved Griff. He's fine and all, but you know it's Griff. He
Hmm.
was no one else in the village was going out and looking for him. If he happens to disappear, he's just gone.
Oh, poor Griff.
To be fair, they also paid us that 100 gold coin, and their economy may not be as stable as it once was.
True, they are
That's very true.
kind of hunter gatherers. Some tradesmen, but they're still dipping down the surface and go eat pine cones or what have you.
So I guess we
Yeah.
could probably leave this area.
Yeah,
Go back and start looking into why the sheep have scales.
The goat.
Oh, the
Yeah.
dragon, the experimental dragon.
yeah, that's him. So, oh, I suppose a lot of sessions start off with a quick recap of what we've done before jumping into action. But y'all seem to remember. You found some
Assume I
goats.
have
You saved Griff.
Alzheimer's. Take good.
I'll assume you bring Stumpy with you for your endeavors, but I'm gonna stop representing them if we change screens. But y'all want to go regular winch or sketchy winch?
Regular, and I'm ringing the bell.
Agreed.
I'll take the regular as well.
Does the Arakakra want to go with them?
Oh, I'll leave that up to you to do the transition. You said you had something.
Yeah, because Miss want to try a half orc. Because their Arakaka's gonna fly off, and I'm gonna take custody of this one. But Toucan Sam pops up and helps you down the winch.
Nice.
Man, do. We have to change this up now. So I say, who's going down the winch first?
I will.
Yeah, I'll basically allow. I'll let everybody go before me.
All right, let me swap. Because Weaselbork, as you go down, you may have to scroll over to where you can actually see the path. As you go down, you see a half orc on the surface. They're
Why are we in the cave?
Yeah, I think I'm on the wrong map.
No, if you scroll down
Yeah.
and to the right, you'll find the.
yeah, it should be on the cave map, but further down.
Oh, like far right.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
There we go. That fixes.
As you descend, you see a half orc walking up the path, heading up the mountain towards Keld. Would you like to do anything as you approach the ground?
I will stand there.
Okay.
Menacingly.
And Elgon on the blinding light reaches the ground.
Ah, hello, traveler.
And the half orc is missed. Mist, do you have any response to them?
Oi.
Yeah. Just another greetings.
Oi to
Uh-oh.
you too.
So he's just walking and like joins in. I don't know what you were. Is that kind of the
Yeah.
where you were taking it?
Yeah.
I
'Cause
I give an
Oh,
approving
yeah.
nod.
Yeah. Everyone's happy with him.
so
Awesome.
consciousness travels in this world, I assume.
I'm okay with
Yeah.
a lot of things.
Yeah. Y'all are just allowing this to be kosher. So, now, the half orc was traveling up the mountain path to Keld, so he hears that there's trouble. Some kobolds about, and he's not about any of that life. Kobolds are a mischievous creature. I've trifled with them before. Do you know anything about this kobold infestation?
Yes, we do know where they are seem to be hiding out. We can take you if you'd like. We are heading back that way anyways.
That sounds fair. Show me the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Y'all
Hey.
Alright, so I start heading down the path.
up the path or down the path?
Up the path.
Up the path we go.
Are we stealing Stumpy with us?
Stumpy's with you in spirit.
Excellent.
Just not going to give them actions or move them because it kind of clutters the screen a bit. You see big straight walkway, trees, rocks, because you're still up in this alpine environment. You're able to make your way.
I'm gonna constantly like look around to make sure that nothing is out of the ordinary.
Yeah, because what's your passive perception?
Not high.
Excellent.
11.
Would you like to actively look around this area with a perception roll, everyone?
Oh yeah.
Sure, I'm down.
Not much better.
Nice.
Perception.
So it's a wisdom-based roll.
Okay. Wisdom. So do I add? I'm adding perception to this, right? Or just the wisdom stat in general? Because it's the same.
Yeah, because you add your wisdom modifier plus proficiency if you're proficient with perception checks. Because Elgonaut and Mist are able to see, yeah, looks like normal forest. Looks similar to the place outside Keld. You should be near there soon. Unless this, yeah, yeah. But it's a messed up the map. This is a slightly different path, but you're still going up towards Keld. Rocks are normal granite. Trees are trees. There's squirrels about. You find marmot holes where small varmints reside. Birds in the trees. Beelzebub, you're able to look at the wildlife and see that something's off about them. Like they don't quite move in natural fashions. Like they seem to be following you as you travel between some of the finches and some of the squirrels that keep hopping from tree to tree.
Okay, I'm gonna point that out to my teammates.
Yeah.
How strange this behavior. Hmm. So they are in the trees primarily and just
Yeah.
moving about on the
Scurrying,
ground.
scuttling. They're not incredibly stealthy about it because they're just animals. Okay.
Hmm. So the pine tree makes its appearance. Very nice.
Yeah. The primo pine trees.
Hmm. So are there more of them in the pine trees, or are you just adding them now?
Uh, just representing them, but these pine trees have always been here canonically. They're not just sprouting out.
Ah, yes. Okay. You wipe our memories so that we see nothing odd.
There's always been pine trees here. Some short, some tall. It's normal.
I kind of want to make not a violent course of action, but a precautious one that may be determined to be violent by others. Um, I don't know if I should team. Uh,
Go
I
for it.
could also just converse with the team and get their opinion. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so what do y'all think if I throw a, let's see, a hand axe towards one of the animals that seem suspicious, but not aiming at them, maybe in their vicinity to see?
Being that I am a Storm Herald half orc, I care very much for nature, so I would strongly say no.
Okay. I'm not
Though
hitting
I
anything.
though I
I'm
am
hitting
thinking
around
that
them.
this is kind of suspicious. So I mean, if it's to kind of scare them away, just to not,
Yeah.
if it's just to scare them away rather than actually hurt them, then I think that I would be okay with it.
Right. I'm not trying to scare them away. I'm trying to see how they would react. Because a normal animal might run away, but if they seem suspicious to be following us, then it's kind of like just to see what they do, or the one in the area.
I mean, that sounds fair.
Yeah.
Excellent. So
Oh no!
You gonna try to spook them off?
just to see their reaction, they might run away or they might do something else. Um. So yeah, I guess I'll throw a hand axe to the
Yeah. Just
within 20 range,
yeah.
20 feet, I guess.
Just stick it in a
So
tree in front of you, make a lot of noise.
sure, I could also throw it at the tree, because
Oh,
trees have a history, and I trees and I have a history.
true.
So,
Oh, what were you aiming for? Some of
oh
the
yeah, just near an animal, like probably within 10 feet or
because here,
something.
oh, there's probably had a representation of something on the ground coming at you because they're
Sure.
keeping their distance, but definitely exists. I'll say there's a chipmunk on the ground 20 feet away.
Alvin had it coming. All right, so yeah, I'll do that, and then I guess I need to roll.
Roll to hit.
I hope I actually get it, because I don't want to be a little off and rip chipmunk.
And you're going for non-lethal damage?
Oh, I'm not trying to damage. I'm just trying to throw it in the area.
Yes.
So that's a D20 roll, and do I add something to it?
Dex? Plus proficiency if you're proficient with axes. Which you should be.
Okay, so I'll add some dex to it. One. Okay, good.
Yeah. Axe sticks in the ground next to the chipmunk and they scurry off. The birds flap off as well, but only to land again further down the path. Let me find a good bird to represent. Oh heck, these are birds in the trees as well. It's going to be a very overloaded symbol.
That's cool. At least for me. I don't know about planting and Beazle.
Yeah, because they fly off and come back. They're not shaken.
Okay. Interesting. So it seems they are for sure following us, and we can confirm what Beazle said.
Yeah, that's definitely weird.
So I guess I'm still like I go pick up the hand axe.
Here,
I assume I have to.
I'm going to say you're within 20 feet of a chipmunk there. Make a perception roll.
Me?
Yeah.
Perception. Okay. So 12.
Yeah, because as you looked at it to get a good guide for the arc of your axe, you notice it only has 3 legs. The left rear leg has been replaced with a tentacle.
Okay.
Slimy,
Really?
scaly.
Damn, how
Suction
do we
cups.
miss that?
So I guess I tell them, unless they roll for perception and maybe can see more, but yeah, it's pretty odd as it is. So yeah, y'all, there's a tentacle somehow replacing the 4th leg of this chipmunk creature.
These experiments must stop.
So y'all are welcome to investigate some of the other wildlife as they land in the trees above you again.
I feel a lot less destructive now. Like, as the Aarakocra, I would have shot the bird down to kill them probably. But,
Do we have to
yeah.
roll to like look closer at these guys?
Sure, but very low DC, and as they land, you're able to make out they're definitely not normal birds, normal squirrels, chipmunks, rats, muskrats. Like there's some body parts replaced with tentacles, a rat with a wing.
Means he has half flight speed.
Yes.
I'd like to attempt to capture one of these, and I don't know if they'll do anything.
Sure.
So can I do it? What do I roll for that? Yeah,
There's
that one.
one scurrying like 10 feet away from you. You gonna run at it?
Yeah, I'll certainly try, and I try and ask the team whether they will capture it or attempt to capture it as well. I plan to use non-lethal means on it.
Athletics or acrobatics, whichever one you'd like to use.
I don't know, are you
It's a
allowing
rat.
spells to do non-lethal damage?
Yes.
Well, this changes everything.
Just fireball, but in a non-lethal fashion.
Yeah, it's just a little match. Oh man.
I
So-
coalesce this
Yeah.
green, dark energy into my hand. I'm like, non-lethal.
Yeah.
He burns out the eyebrow.
Because I assume a non-lethal Eldritch Blast, you just shoot the ground next to them and they still get hurt.
Sure. I was definitely not aiming for a leg or anything.
Oh.
Not any tentacles or anything, to make some calamari.
Is it still calamari if they're not a squid?
Calamari squid, yes, but octopus squid.
Alright.
We don't know what kind of tentacle it is.
The Eldritch Blast is a roll to hit, right?
Yeah.
Roll to hit this squirrely boy. Miss. Roll to catch.
Okay. So still D20, right?
Chipmunk.
It's,
Yeah.
I guess it's D20 most of the time.
Yeah.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20.
Ooh.
You hit. Roll damage.
Please don't kill our buddy. 7. So, oh, doesn't do it.
Because 12. Yeah, you're able to catch up and get him in your hand.
Okay,
Oh.
that's non-lethal. That's non-lethal.
Since that roll, can I
maxed
cast
out my
it
damage.
before he launches the spell?
Yeah, you could hold on to your rat before the spell
So
is
the spell,
released.
is it
Yeah.
gonna, the spell is accidentally aimed to me, or how does that work?
No.
I guess I'm
This-
aiming
Oh no, I
damage.
hit the
Yeah.
I hit whatever it was, but I maxed out my damage on it.
It is maximum non-lethal damage. This rat is singed, but not dead.
Oh, I am terribly sorry. I did not mean for that to happen. I only meant to stun it.
I shoot a very angry look over at him.
Do not worry, I do have cure spells as well. I'll make sure that he's able to walk away unharmed.
All right. So
Though
now,
we should probably remove the tentacle. It does not seem natural.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
run over and look at him with the group, I assume.
yeah, because Mist has one in their hands, and y'all just toasted a second one.
Oh, then I'm gonna go to the one
Yeah.
that Mist has, probably.
Yeah, squirming in their hands there. Algernon, you want to
So,
investigate the other one?
Yeah, I'll head over to the other one, kind of pick it up and start looking over, where the tentacle is
All three
or
of you.
whatever
Yeah.
extra.
All three of you roll investigation.
Why? I'm not smart.
That's why.
save.
I see nothing.
Maybe it was a little too scorched. It's definitely a creature that's probably still alive.
At that point, I'm not even sure it's still alive.
What
But-
have you done?
But Mist and Beelzebub are able to look over the chipmunk in their hands there, and it looks like it is mostly a chipmunk with a one tentacle. You spot some feathers on the back of its neck. It's quite the lab rat.
Can I do a roll to check the eyes clearer of the chipmunk?
You can just look in the eyes.
If it could be spotted for any signs of like a robotic addition to it?
No, as you squish in your hand a little bit, it's definitely meat and bones. No autonoma here.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm trying to make sure, see if that dragon is using them to watch us. Where's something else?
Where are you hiding? Where are the drugs?
Where are the drugs?
so there's definitely the possibility of magical surveillance, like just because there's no camera on the eye.
Oh, pardon me for bringing my human thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
actually, haha.
Yeah.
I use one of my Eldritch invocations, which is Eldritch Sight, so I can cast detect magic at will. So I'm going to concentrate and look around and see if I can detect any magic in the general area.
Oh heck. Let me think if there's any magic around here. Let me double check. So what's the range on detect?
Just looking for it right now.
I think it's, is it 30 or 60? Okay.
Counterspell,
I'm pretty sure it's
daylight, death ward.
pretty sure
Detect
it's
magic.
30. If not, there's.
So if you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint
Yeah.
aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn at School of Magic, if any.
Trying to determine how to word, because healing magics don't really leave a residue or anything, right? It's just sort of flesh regrown. You guys say with your eldritch abilities, you can taste some healing magics. Like these were.
Is he licking the tentacle? How does this work?
Yes, this is healing magic. I know that taste anywhere.
But the
I
scent's
saw
old.
this in a film once. I won't specify where. But
The scent is old, like these have been reconstructed somehow or brought back from the brink of death. There's currently no clairvoyant magic about them.
Okay, so I just reiterate that to the group just to let them know that
Yeah.
this has been for a while, but it doesn't seem as though we're being spied on.
very nice. So
And
I don't know. I don't know if Beazle wants to look at this chipmunk in my hand anymore.
yeah.
Otherwise, I'll place it down on the floor and let it scurry off.
Yeah, I don't think there's much I can do about it, so it's probably good to go.
And a final detail about the chipmunk: there's a gill at the base of its tail. But as you set it down, it'll scurry off and find a burrow under this rock.
So I put my
Yeah.
animal down and I say, "Run off to your hole."
Should we?
Why aren't you moving?
It mostly just sits there singed before slowly limping off.
Limping off. Yikes. So
It seems I don't know how to gauge my power.
Cog, should we be writing down anything at the moment, or like, should we just kind of? You're mainly doing the writing down and stuff.
You can take notes on what these are, what they were, what's about them.
All right.
The
I'm a bit behind then. Yes. Okay.
Oh.
If the
Yeah.
rest of the group wants to move on, they can move on, and I'll just follow them.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna continue heading up the path.
Because as you move, the birds that were watching you fly off.
Okay.
That's right, you better run. I'm
And
not
there's-
crazy. You're the one who's crazy.
Yes, Ghost Nappa. You're insane.
Especially you, Nappa.
That's him, the very same. Oh no. And as you traverse, there seems to be less wildlife than there was before. Would anyone like to roll perception to look at the creatures?
I'll try again.
Yeah.
I will too.
Fine, I'll do it too.
Better. It's not a 1.
Yeah.
Rip.
I mean, it's all good. They looks like there's normal creatures again. The squirrels all have legs. The birds have 2 wings, feathers. The feathers are on the birds, not the squirrels.
For some reason, I feel my blood pressure stabilizing again now.
And as far as you can see, there's no gills on any of them. No scaly bits. Where's my
Pulls out
Select?
razor. We must take off the fur. No, I'm kidding.
You can shave them.
Yeah, maybe in the future.
I feel like we're dowsing for water or something, just like warmer, warmer, colder, 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 warmer.
Pachoo. You see the path split. There's a cave entrance, and the forest path curves up and around to the right there. Which, I suppose you could probably see this big tree. Would you like to check inside the cave? Or
Do
continue
we
down your way?
Do we remember the cave that we went there before, or do we not remember? Do we have to roll
You,
for like memory or something?
I mean, there's history, but I'll just tell you. You're like, yeah, this should be about where Keld is. I feel like we went right outside of it. Like, this is about the same distance it took last time.
So I guess now it's up to Planting and Beazle whether they want to go in there or show me the kobolds at another time, because they're the ones leading me.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
fill him in on everything that happened
Yeah,
when we were in there, about what we saw and about the kobolds that we fought.
Yeah, as you're walking, you can discuss. So, Orc Mist is up to speed.
Half orc, sir. I will have you know I'm not such a detestable beast as the orcs.
I see.
Though usually we get along from what I was reading, but
Yeah.
sort of.
Yeah.
So I'm filled in. So now I have to decide what I will do, I guess. What do you plan to do next? I asked the two.
Well, we were just sent out here to catch a bird, so I guess I kind of want to investigate as to why these beautiful creatures have been maimed in such a way.
And I know that Zaral will want me to help her with this.
Yeah.
I ask, could it have something to do with the dragon that you mentioned in your story?
I think it may.
Perhaps. As far as we know, there is some sort of dragon thing that is experimenting on everything. So we must stop it and put an end to its experiments. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
So perhaps it's best if we take another path from the cave away from it, because y'all got that covered from before.
Yes, and I don't think that it's actually in the caves.
The what?
I'm pretty sure the dragon-like man does not reside in the caves.
Ah, yes, that. Um. Oh, Cog. So, do the
Yeah.
merchants, are they kind of like they sell what they sell, or do they update their stock, or do some of them update it? Like, do we need to find new ones for new gear or whatnot?
Uh, sure. They'll update their stock in time, but it's been exactly 1 day since you visited the dwarf in Keld.
Ah, yes. If there's nothing new, I will have to burn this ineffective place to the ground. No, I'm kidding. Let's proceed then.
Y'all are going past the cave entrance. Ooh, there's a rotate function. We can continue up the path. Do do do. Me reveal more. Reveal. Choo. A big old boulder is a path. Curves around.
Ah, there have been earthquakes here too.
Yeah. The wildlife appears to be regular. They kind of scurry off as they see sentient intervention. As their instincts tell them to avoid predators. You're able to just go up and up.
And that's really all we noticed. Just the wildlife.
Yeah.
Nothing else out of the ordinary.
No, rocks, trees. You can look off in the distance and see, yep, the mountain keeps going up. We can come to a clearing where there's fewer trees here. As you see, oh heck, how do I want to reveal? Choo. You hear the rushing of water. 'Cause there's a big old pond up here.
Ooh.
With the reeds along the marshy swamp there, growing in the mud outside the pond, which, if you recall, Griff was looking for reeds at a certain pond.
Hmm.
There's no kobolds milling about, but let me add. There's some muskrats about.
Okay, I'm gonna make a perception check to see if I see anything weird about these muskrats.
I'll roll a perception check or investigative one of them, I guess, to look at some of the reeds and see if they look peculiar for a reed.
And I think I'd like
Yeah.
to kind of investigate the water to see if it's like clear or murky. Maybe I'll taste it, see if it tastes like
Yeah.
fresh water.
You look
See
into
if
the
it
water.
gives me gills.
To see if it gives you gills. Risky
Yeah.
move.
Yeah. So
I mean, you never know.
you never
I
know.
mean, hey, live out your fantasy.
Turns out this is a pond of wonders.
It's a miracle pond the whole time. Yeah. So you're investigating the muskrat, kind of looking them over. They're yeah. There's definitely scales under the fur. This one's got a shimmering red scales, little stripes and spots on them. It's not a solid red, but otherwise they've got all their limbs and tail. Look like a muskrat, just scaly.
All right, I'm gonna head over to the pond as well and help. I can't remember your character's name. What? Akata with her investigating.
Akata, would you like to roll advantage on your investigation now that you're being helped?
Yes. What does that mean again?
Advantage should be a second die, and then you take the higher of the two.
Okay.
Oof.
Oh, well, rip.
Yeah, it's water. Looks like water, smells like water. Yeah, cup a good handful, take a sip. It's water. And,
I made my own investigation check to see.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you also stick your finger in there. It feels chilly, like it's some glacial runoff. And there's algae growing around here. It's little underwater plants. But nothing about the water seems off. Would you like to take a sip?
I'm taking a sip.
You take a sip. It's some cool, fresh, crisp glacial runoff.
I'm allergic to runoff.
You break out in hives.
No. So, do I learn anything of the reeds with my 14?
Yeah, they're growing strong, steady. They got some are blooming their big brown cattails. Some of them are just long green leafy boys. If you had to weave a basket or a mat, this would be the material you want to weave.
Let's see. So, can I like collect stuff to, I guess, carry it with me, or does it have to be stuff that is by?
Hmm?
Like, I'm not sure. We take stuff from our environment and take it with us? Like,
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
You want to pick up some reeds?
okay, that'd be, yeah, because I remember before, like, I was punching that tree at the very start, and I never got any wood, which was my goal initially.
Yeah. Did you wanna?
Some reason
There's
with me, I
there's
don't know
some
how to add it.
there's some
I
pine
mean,
trees here too.
using your fist is not necessarily the best way to receive some planks of wood.
Yeah, no, you get some rough hewn sticks if you just
Well,
punch the tree.
yeah, I did get some splinters. Does that count?
If you want to pick them out.
You mean splinters in your fist?
Yeah. Let's see. But I don't have to use my fist anymore to chop. Well, to chop the reeds, they probably aren't that difficult to snap. Is my
I
do I
see.
need to do a strength roll to see if I can snap them with my hands or something?
Athletics or acrobatics to harvest. I'll even say sleight of hand because it's a pretty fine work. Are you chopping them or just tearing them out by the roots?
Hmm. I guess I'll just chop them and leave the roots because I assume they'll regrow again. I don't want to leave them barren.
You weave in a basket?
It's entirely possible.
We
I'm
just all take a break and weave a bunch of baskets by the pond.
I'm down.
Let's keep it low.
So 4.
So this
You
was this for my hand or what was it for? Just
because add your dex if you're being dexterous about it. If you're chopping with your axe, add your axe proficiency. So should be +5 if you had 3 dex and proficiency. Which
I have
I'll
one. I have one dex.
You had 1 dex?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there's no effect, so I can't double. Okay.
No, I'm gonna say that you hack through and the ends of the reeds are a bit cut up. But you can definitely still use them. They're viable.
Wow.
Add where's the die for me? Add 3 pounds of reed to your inventory. Would anyone else like to harvest some reeds?
I'll ask. It's like, oh, are you looking for reeds for something? Because I don't really need reeds, but I will help if he needs them.
Just never know when they could come in handy. Collect them while we can.
Okay. What kind of role would that be? Would that be survival?
Sure, I'll allow survival. Survival or sleight of hand to cut them up.
Sleight of hand is better. Let's go with that one. Not bad.
Okay.
Not bad. Not bad. Could have been better. Not bad.
Yeah, yeah. Will allow you to get a D8 pound of reeds with a slightly better cut of ends. You get 2 pounds of reeds.
I'll be
They're
right back. I'm getting a
yeah.
phone call.
yeah.
I'm trying to add some items here, but I'm not sure how to do that.
Cause on D&D Beyond it should be you can add them under notes or extra, or you can manage inventory, where you should be able to write things in.
Manage equipment and custom items.
No, because it's not a custom item. That's a no. There should be a section there. I'm not looking at it right now to tell you exactly.
Let's see.
'Cause there's yeah. I don't know if this pond was big enough to represent the space they wanted it to. Yeah.
Planting. Do you know how to add? I guess rods.
Yeah.
I'm not using D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
I have a printed out character sheet here.
Yeah. You're just pen and paper.
Right.
So I could add it to the notes and just, I guess, get it later.
If I did write down the reads on my page, so when we need it for later, I can keep track of it.
Right, because it should be.
Right. I was adding it to the weight carried so that it could,
Oh,
I guess, be.
the
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys.
welcome back. The encumbrance shouldn't matter. I'm not gonna be that particular about it.
Okay, perfect. So I'll add it to the notes.
I don't know if this was represented very well in the image, but in the upper left, the source of this pond, it's gonna be a waterfall raging down off a sheer rock face, which it's gonna provide some noise. It's gonna muffle some of the smaller sounds, like say things happening on the other side of the pond. There's
So I'm gonna take a look around the pond and like around the other side of the pond to see if I can see anything, like any caves, any goings ons.
Are you moving clockwise or counterclockwise around it?
I shall move counterclockwise because I assume that this area would be a little easier to traverse rather than a waterfall.
Yeah. Yeah. As you look over there, adjust my view.
So.
Yeah.
Where are you doing something right now? I'll wait till you finish up there.
Yeah. Because as you look across, you see a kobold releasing a muskrat into the wild.
and in Draconic, I yell out, "You stop!
Yeah, because that always works.
I have questions."
Get it with fire.
They
He's just gonna turn around and run, probably.
roll persuasion or intimidation.
I shall use persuasion.
Sure.
That much
make
of a plus, and I still got low.
Damn.
But it's enough.
What the- That's mad high.
It's enough to convince them to stop. They're staying there, cage in
And so
hand, muskrat on the
I
ground.
basically make my way over.
Yeah, because you're able to forward. This is more slower moving as it exits the pond.
I have questions. Where are you from? Who is your daddy? What does he do?
My father? He oh heck, I need a name. I need a name.
Yes, I need a name for every single NPC or creature we find.
Big Daddy Dagron.
I ship it.
Sure, I like this name. From Xanth. You know, up like 3 peaks over. And my dad? He's Mahik? I don't know if you're familiar with Mahik. They paint.
Ah, yes, Mahik, the rat bastard.
He's not
No,
a bastard.
no, I
Are
will.
you insulting my family?
Oh, shit.
No, I joke. I'm a joker. But in all seriousness, where are you getting these muskrats?
Oh. Well, you see, what's his name? Tall, scaly, red, kind of like an orange. Eris. They gave us 2 silver pieces. Just take these cages and spread them out everywhere. So you've just been letting out muskrats,
And you said
all
Eris?
sorts. Yeah, Eris. Aras.
Interesting. And could you tell me where we would find this Eris? We would like to have a word.
I say every time I see them, they're down at the base of the mountain at Williamsport, over at the harbor. That's, you know, I don't know what ship.
If I were to give you a gold piece, would you be able to kindly walk us there?
Sure. Let's I think I'm out of muskrats. He looks at both cages in his hand, empty. Yeah, I can go back.
All right, lead on.
As forwards the stream back with you. Would you like to look at the muskrat that you just let down, or are you gonna let it scurry away?
I'm gonna look at the muskrat.
This one has 3 gills, one on each side of the face, and one across the paunch, right on its belly, underneath.
Madness, I say under my breath.
And the tail is a tentacle, suction cups and all.
Blasphemy.
As this conversation was canonically in Draconic, would you like to fill in the rest of the party?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I tell the others what we're doing.
I'm just standing on the other side. What?
Follow me.
In a moment. I want to roll, I guess, investigation. I want to check the water quality because I never got water, sadly.
Yeah, you want to stick your fingers in it, smell it, listen to it babble down that brook. Do you drink the water?
I do not drink the water, but I would like to use the water skin so I could take a few pints of water with me.
Yeah, you fill your water skin.
Right. So I'm gonna add 4 pints of water to the water skin, not drink.
Oh, I guess I'll fill up my water as well.
Yeah, because I assume you would be able to get water out of the cloud water. Or, yeah, I think that's the only source of water I've given you guys previously. You have plenty of water.
Should I do a roll to see if my character's hydrated?
Roll for hydration after you don't drink this pond water.
I mean, it could be that half orcs don't need a lot of liquids to go on. They are a warrior people.
We are like camels.
You have
They speak.
large stores of fat on your back?
Yeah, it's our butt cheeks.
I see.
So that's what
Thick
they're called.
wherefore.
So, what say you, DM?
Roll a d20 for hydration.
Do I add anything to that, or I don't see hydration here. Nope.
No,
Just D20. Okay.
just roll a d20 for hydration.
Curses. Well,
Yeah, you're hydrated. You're able to resist the urge to drink this beautiful, crystal clear pond. So your thirst is satiated.
this Fiji water. Right. So I'm down to follow planting. Algernon. I keep forgetting the names. Apologies if that is offensive to some degree.
Yeah, it's all good.
Blasphemy.
No.
I joke. I joke.
You kid, you kid. Alright.
Yo, I was thinking that.
And y'all are gonna follow him and leave the pond.
Yep.
Do we
Completely.
not want to head northwards anymore?
Well, we now currently have a lead as to our inn to find out what's going on here. So I'm thinking that we should just follow it, and then if it doesn't lead anywhere, then we'll start heading north.
Okay. I mean, all right, but
Yeah. Give me a moment here. Yeah. There we go. Got all these real times events set up for y'all. Choo choo. Head back down. Around the big rock. Puts a crook in the path. As you come near the cave entrance, you see the shepherd dwarf that you talked to yesterday coming out the cave.
Does he look
And-
frazzled?
Okay.
How does the kobold respond?
ooh,
Oh, heck. So,
fight.
No.
Dude, I have a plan.
It's the kobold leading you down here is first to notice. It says, "Hey Malachi, how's the herd today? The goats doing well?" Yeah.
This is 10 pounds of crazy in a 5-pound bucket.
Where's my? Here we go. Ooh, we have actual goats. Here, this is
The hell was that? Elephant skull?
these are top-down views of goats. They don't
Oh.
look very goat-like. I think some are laying down, and it's like, oh, we're doing all right. Just taking them up this way to the pond. Gotta water them. Get thirsty after nest underground. So we'll say this is late morning or midday as y'all are coming back down. But it appears the dwarf Malachi and the kobold leading you down know each other, are amicable.
Very interesting. Kobolds and dwarves usually don't get along, but I'm assuming it may have something to do with this Eris, and I want to find him.
Yeah.
Also, why the hell didn't he mention anything when we were here last time about how he has a deal with them to get mutated sheep and stuff? This prick.
Weird. It's almost as though the kobold you're following now is from a different area
What
or
kind of
agreement,
scales? What color
cooperation.
scales does he have?
This kobold?
Yes.
Brass.
He lives another day.
Brass is a good one.
Yeah. Oh, heck. I have to write all this down so I don't contradict myself.
We will be quizzing you later.
I will be skipping class.
Yeah. So,
Probably me too.
no.
Okay,
Oh.
I kind of try and push the group towards continuing on.
Yeah. Malachi takes the
I-
herd up. Brass kobold
I-
leads you down.
I hesitate a bit before proceeding. It's getting dark. Would it be safe to travel at night? Does everyone here have night vision?
So it was midday.
Oh, I thought it was sundown. Okay.
No, I apologize if I said sundown.
We Gucci then. I keep following them.
Don't. There's birds that fly past every now and again. Some small brown mountain birds, finches, what have you. And as far as you can tell,
We Galapagos.
they're just normal birds.
Damn it.
Curses. I haven't
Here.
fought anything in a while. I kind of want to chop a tree.
You're welcome to chop a tree.
For wood. And then
Yeah.
roll for how much wood I could take.
Yeah.
So am I rolling in athletics?
Yes. Athletics to chop down a tree.
Got it.
What do we roll?
21. Fuck that tree up.
Yeah, you hit. Roll damage.
And damage, would that be its strength, I believe?
So you're using your battle axe,
Yeah.
unless you're just
My
canonically
great axe.
punching it.
No, no punching, because I don't think I have sharp hands. No.
No.
So yeah, I'll use my great axe, swing at it. So damage would be that. Okay.
As you chew,
Plus
chew.
3.
He fell a small tree. See.
So how is that for a clean, crisp cut of wood?
Yeah, you can pick up some boughs off of it, some thicker, meaty bits of the pine tree, but they're uncut pine wood.
Let's see.
You don't have a sawmill or the time to cut it into boards right now.
So how many, I guess, pounds am I taking with me?
How many do you want?
As many as I can, since weight isn't too much of a worry at the moment.
Gonna limit you to like 10 pounds of pine sticks.
10 pounds of wood?
Yeah.
So it's
So you
not,
shove it in your pack.
yeah, just casually walking around with, logging around a tree. Wood, so wood piece, I guess, because it's not a plank.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I'd
perfect.
say that you probably top the pine tree. So I suppose I never gave a cannon size to them. The one that you fell is going to be like 3 feet in diameter at the base. So you're able to take the top of it where it's a bit thinner but still solid usable lumber.
And is this, I assume, is it good quality tree? Perhaps not the best ever, but decent quality?
It's a fine tree. It's going to be green wood, so not the best firewood by any chance. But
Excellent.
you're as you're able to make your way down without much further incident. There's wildlife about, but as far as you can tell, most of them look normal. Oh, I've been ignoring Twitch chat. Thanks, Skeevy, for the smile. And Ogre wants 2 more berries.
Extra berry.
Extra berry, and we doubled the berries. Thank you, Ogre Rated. Ka-choo, ka-choo. So what's 4,366 by 2?
Hmm. 8,000,
Yeah,
7,
8,732.
big number.
Thanks for hanging out, Ogre. So I say that you're catching Temtems, still on that shiny grind, as everyone found their way on the new map after I just switched screens on you. Hmm. You're taking the long way, Ogre? Rough. 'Cause recall your revelation when you're like, oh yeah, I need many more shinies. Ka-choo, ka-choo. Sure, this works well. You're just grinding money so you're not sad. Alright. Make your way down to the sad pine forest. So,
Sorry, I did miss a little bit. I just had to go feed the dogs.
it's all good. We mostly broke to talk with Ogre Rated in chat. But Mist got their lumber. The kobold
I'm happy half orc.
led you down the forest. You're now murdering berries. You're murdering a lot of berries. Curse you, planning death.
Who's murdering? Oh, what the?
Curse you,
What
planning
the
death.
heck? Where is he? Something happened to him on his adventure to feed the dogs and come back. He's a man full of rage.
You're yeah. So you now despise
I'm
Barry himself.
reloading.
Let's see. One.
Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 berries shot down. We'll see if any of them can save. The
I
first,
go for the. I'm using Eldritch Blast, so it's a little harder to save.
one of them saves. Just the one. Let's murder 9 of them though.
Let's see.
So down to
That's
8.
a lot of berries.
Yeah. We're down to 8,723.
Yeah, there we go. The number's more visible now.
Yeah, I noticed I crunched it. But Kobold's leading you down. Y'all are following. You're past the point where you came down the winch. As you see, yeah, I should add more art to this.
In time, in time.
But as you're coming down, you see another wagon coming down at a slower speed. You're able to approach them and catch up.
I rolled
There.
to seduce the wagon.
Roll to seduce the wagon.
Bow, bow, bow.
I kid. Is there anyone around the wagon?
Yeah. There's 2. What did I think was a good idea? Let me double check. Yeah. There's a pair of dwarves that you see out front of the wagon. This isn't a very good image. My idea was a covered wagon with some pack goats. You see oh heck. You see another burly boy leading the pack goats at the front of the covered wagon. There's presumably something inside.
Is there anything moving in the covered wagon? Or is it just a covered wagon?
I'm gonna say you can't see through the canvas. Nothing is pressing up against the sides.
Hmm.
They're just. Can I rotate these goats? Yes, I can. They're heading the right direction now.
Ooh.
Because they're traveling down mountain at a reasonable pace. So you're able to catch up on them as you. Hmm.
Hmm.
As they pay you no mind. Where the heck is my. Yeah, this is
So
the
we
one.
can see one of the dwarves.
Yes, you see one dwarf leading the wagon. And it's gonna
Does he
keep.
seem like he may be from the same clan that's in Keld? Perchance.
Roll perception or investigation if you're looking for like insignia, clothing, hair color.
All right, so the first one was
Yeah.
my investigation. The second one was my perception.
Perception. All right. So 8. Looking at this dwarf, they look similar, maybe not identical. There's nothing noteworthy about him. It's got a brown rough spin tunic, which looks to be a lot of goat hair and lamb's wool.
Are there
For
goats that are pulling the wagon, or are those sheep?
yes, these are goats.
Okay. I'd like to roll a, I guess, investigation to get a closer look at the goats.
Sure, you're just gonna stare at their goats as you come closer.
Um,
So the perception, you're able to see there's blue water off to the east of
well, I'm rolling for perception
west.
too.
With yeah, perception, you're able to see the stream heads down that way.
Oh.
The animals about you are still animals about you. You look at these goats, and the one on the right has a second horn growing out, or a third horn growing out the side of its head. So it's got 2 on the left, 1 on the right.
Demon llama.
Let's see.
And the other one looks normal as you guys approach. The kobold's gonna scamper past, completely ignoring the dwarf.
Oh, so he doesn't respond to the dwarf at all? Like he doesn't say hi or anything?
No, looks at him and carries on.
I follow the kobolds.
So are we like walking faster than they're going?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
you're walking faster.
As we pass by, I see if the dwarf kind of notices our group. Like if he pays any attention.
He's watching you because you're the only other thing on the road. He's trying to keep his goats in a straight line. He's not
Then I
incredibly
just wave.
suspicious.
I just wave a friendly hello.
waves back. Says, no, y'all are going a bit fast there. You know, that gets steep once you get close to the bottom. It's dangerous going at a walking pace like that. You're liable to trip. Some,
Thank you, random citizen.
some cautionary words. As
Okay, I just say back as thank you for the warning. We will take your words to talk. We will take um we
yeah, take him to heart.
that yeah that.
And
I
you're,
don't know how to English today. Okay.
that's okay. So you're able to see the ground beneath you does not look nearly as steep as they're warning you about. You can see, yeah, we can see that the river eventually crosses over the road and leads to
What a strange river.
a section that looks like you're going to have to ford. Which, yeah,
I'd like to roll to check the depth of the river.
yeah, you're gonna
Get a general
investigate the river before passing over.
+1 to 11. I use my javelin to kind of
Yeah,
see
you
ideas.
stick your sticks in there. Be like, yep, this looks like a babbling mountain brook. Clear water, smells similar to the same water that was up at the pond, but there's definitely a saltier feeling in the air. Like it's approaching some sort of delta. This is
Does it
clear water.
too deep to cross,
It's
or can I tell, or not really?
you know, you stick your pole to the bottom, and out where I have your character investigating away from the road, it's 5 feet deep. But up where the road passes, it's a hardy 1 foot. It spreads out and thins, slows down, because that's how fluids operate.
So I'd like to. Does the cobalt go first, or do they tell us like keep moving on?
He just walks through.
Oh, how big are these kobolds? I thought they were little.
They're
I like 3 feet, 3 or 4 feet.
Oh, big boy lizard. Okay.
Are they? How big are kobolds supposed to be? Oh, yeah, yeah. Between like 2 feet, 2 feet 6. Sure.
So before I cross the water, I remove
Yes.
my undergarments, leaving the most undergarments, as to not wet them. And
Sure.
cross.
You would take off your pants before wading through the water.
Well, this is weird.
I gotta air dry now. Anyone have a towel?
So picky. I just charged through.
Yeah.
I'm surviving.
Leather's waterproof is sort of waterproof, so
Yeah.
I kind of just don't care.
The
I
water,
just wade through.
yeah, the water will roll off.
Onwards to glory.
Says we're almost here. We're almost here. Here. Yeah. Yeah. As you approach, there's a sign written in common. without proper visual representation. It says, "Welcome to Williamsport."
Do hell. Yeah. Nice.
Eek, that's the wrong button.
Ah, excellent.
Ooh, little homes.
As y'all come into the town, the brass kobold that was with you says, "Here, I gotta get rid of these," gesturing to the crates in his hand. And they scurry off.
And I just say, take your time.
Let me reveal more of this.
Oh, dang. Oh, dang.
Damn.
It's a big
Oh,
town. Let me add
big
the piers.
town.
Williamsport.
Before walking through the town, I put my pants back on.
Your pants
Probably
are
a good
dry.
call.
Your pants are dry, but the legs are still a little wet, so it sticks just a bit. So,
Hey,
what? What is your clothes made out of canonically?
I do not know. That's probably why. Where can I find that out?
'Cause you should have an armor over your clothes, or if it's,
Uh,
but are
I think
they
I'm unarmored.
like wool, cotton? What sort of fiber?
Polyester.
I'll allow it.
This polyester, it soaks up water, I'm guessing.
Polyester's water resistant,
Is it? Okay.
right? It's also a synthetic fiber.
Maybe they're made of reed.
Sure. It doesn't necessarily matter. As y'all make it in town. Shoot.
My clothing style does matter, sir. I'll have you know. All right. So we're just proceeding through the town, I guess.
This is primarily human settlements. There's people milling about the streets. There's also a lot of humanoids, some half elves, other half orcs, all civil races, dwarves, elves.
You said civil races, but there's
Civil.
humans in here.
Hey, people are supposedly civil.
Okay. Sure.
Uh, okay, races that won't cut your arm off if you look at them the wrong way. Like I feel like you,
Humans do that too.
I feel like you mess with a orc, and they're just like, yeah, your limbs, hand them over. Like
Mess with an orc, you get the fork.
that's it. It's wonderful.
Good motto to live by.
'Cause there's ships coming in and out of the port, some cogs, some galleys, some. I'm gonna need some art. 'Cause I'm gonna say there's one massive warship.
Ooh.
Sure. Oh wait, that's premium. Here's. Oh, this is only. Is this only half of the? Yeah. Here's half of the warship.
Wow. Can we get the other half or premium, please?
No, we get half a
The
warship.
ship has glitched into the pier.
Subscribe.
Nobody understands how it worked. Nobody understands what glitched means, but they're just running with it.
You know,
Is it stuck in the sand like it was shipwrecked? Oh,
so,
okay.
subscribe with Twitch Prime to get the other half of the ship. Upgrade to premium.
It just got a paint job that wasn't that great. Ooh.
There's gonna be merchants and barkers over on the shore. Sailors coming ashore. Sailors leaving shore. It's quite the bustling
Out
port.
of there, sailor.
Roll to seduce sailor.
What type of sailor are we talking about?
Just
What
this
race?
7 foot tall half angel just starts hitting on every. No. Do we
And
know which way the kobold went? Like towards the docks or? He just pops out of nowhere.
yeah. Sure. I was gonna say, come on, he's over at the Westport. Pachoo, pachoo, pachoo. So we got the warship docked at the Eastport. It's a bit more of a somber official matter. Like
I like
looks like
to roll a perception to
yeah.
see kind of the facial expressions of many of the citizens or those who are in this place about us walking through.
Yeah, roll perception. As you pass by, you can look down and see the center of town. There's a massive trading bazaar and a big, yeah, we'll say a big crowd gathered around one tent in particular. With a,
We'll file
uh,
that in the back for after we finish with
yeah,
Eris.
yeah.
I would like to know what has everybody's attention.
Gather around the campfire and sing this campfire.
So they lead you over to the Westport and say, Eris has got to be. So he usually picks up the cages if I leave them by this rock. I'll meet him by. I'll meet him at sundown, and they should be here. It's. I guess it's canonically like 3 hours ish before sundown, so it's late afternoon. And
I'm a
in my
patient man.
in my brass kobold voice, he says, so I'm just gonna leave these here and head off for a bit. Y'all cool with that?
Yes, and I pull a gold piece out of my pouch and hand it to him. Thank you for your help.
You're
Did
very
you not
kind.
pay him all this time? I thought you had to go.
Nope.
Oh snap! What a good kobold.
Always tip your courier.
Yeah, that's tip number one. Always tip your waitress. Why? Yeah. Are you prepared to wait 3 hours till sundown?
Well, now that I think about it, we could head to the bazaar and figure out what's going on.
Okay.
Hmm. All right. So I go with them, but every now and then I glance at the spot where the cages are, assuming it's not blocked by one of the cabins.
That's a good idea. Should we leave?
Split the party?
I will, because I'm a very patient man. I'll
Yeah.
stay at the docks and wait.
You gonna wait?
And I'll basically like just sit down and
Yeah.
kind of meditate.
Yeah.
Hmm. That's good, but at the same time, shouldn't you be paired with someone else because you have healing ability?
Oh, I also have dark magics that will fuck up anybody.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't just a healer. I'm the white mage. You don't mess with the white mage.
You know,
Oh God, mercy!
because Elganong has canonically torched things. They're
Excellent.
holy light.
All right. Well, let's see if there's food around here, because half orcs probably need some sustenance. given their size. They're medium size.
Yeah. So you're making your way back towards the bazaar. The bazaar is going to be centered around this tree in the center here. That's their trading square. As you, yeah, I'm gonna say as you,
Give me a good reason why I shouldn't chop the tree down.
I'm assuming there would be a very good reason why you should not do that. I don't know why though.
I
let's
suppose,
remember my character has -1 intelligence.
I suppose you have no reason to not chop it down. No one's told you that it's the planted by the founder of Williamsport, William himself, and has been tended to since forever.
If William
This
is
is,
the experimenter, he must pay for what he's done.
I'm gonna say this is
But
gonna be a red cedar tree. So it's
ooh, thick.
massive. It's been there 900 years.
Ooh, I choose not to chop down the tree.
Thank God, because I was gonna have to stop you.
Oh, friendly fire activate. I'm down. No, let's keep it peaceful.
Just making the bazaar. There's people with spices, produce, armors.
Okay,
And
but what kind of spices? Like curry or salt and pepper?
they got peppercorn, they've got cloves, they've got cinnamon bark,
Mm.
everything under the sun. They seem to be, I'm gonna say they some are set up with mats on the floor. Some more ornate than others. Some have wooden stands. Can we get some art and represent? Sure. Probably should have made more people. Yeah, this doesn't look like anything. Whatever. 'Cause there's
I wish I
a
had
ninja.
things to sell. God damn it.
Yeah, you didn't pick up rocks. You didn't pick up reeds. There's
Hmm.
this ninja is a yeah. I guess say they're a dragonborn. Why not? We need more dragons in this campaign.
Imagine.
I imagine dragons. And they are what was gathering the large crowd as they bark out about the wonders of dragonborn oil. It'll heal your ills. Uh-oh.
Oh gosh.
Oh, yeah. It'll heal your ills, make your women bear children. If you're bald, it'll grow hair. Wonder drug.
Pirelli's miracle elixir. This'll do the tricks.
That's it, the very same. So he's handing out to customers, getting mad gold. The heck. So here's some hands of his customers. Who, as they're reaching out and exchanging gold. Because I can't find entire people at the moment. Just their hands are relevant. I, I assure you, there's people attached to these hands.
Giant Mr. Hands.
There's people attached to the hands.
For now. Is there a shop around here that sells weaponry or armor?
Yeah, there's a handful of smiths and their
I see
tradesmen.
what you did there.
Yeah.
Hmm?
I mean, I also just use the word handful a whole lot, besides just adding hands. We can find. Oh, heck.
Ooh.
They exist, but this scythe is going to represent our gnome smith. Kind of small, diminutive, bit older for a gnome. He's got blackened aprons and a large array of their own handicraft. As you walk up, he says, "Knives sharper than your wits there, half-orc. These'll shave just by looking at them."
Damn.
So, half-orcs have beards, right? They have facial hair.
They can, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
basically, my beard was cut off without me saying it's okay.
You know, this
I have a beard.
it's canon.
Just kidding.
I'm
It-
about to fight right now. If they took out the beard, it took me the first 75% of my life to grow. Let's see. Yeah, he has a
You
beard
know,
in the picture.
'cause this gnome has made the I'm gonna call it a piece of puffery. This dagger in his hand can shave you just by looking at it. So sharp. Would you like to?
Is he showing us the items like a promotional item, or is it just one item that he has at the moment?
At the moment, he just has the one dagger in his hand. He's promoting its handiwork, but you can see. I'm gonna say he has a wooden stand. There's suits of armor, plate, half plate, scale.
Hmm.
Along with a lot of sharp blades, daggers, darts, short swords, long swords, bastard swords.
Oh, so he has a couple things.
Yeah,
Um, I'd like to see the long swords and kind of the stats that they have.
because all the long swords are gonna do D8 damage.
Uh huh. Okay. Instead of that, then, do any? I guess is there like any armor here? Any light armor, medium armor, or shields? Or is this more just weaponry focused?
He just has weapons. However, there's a choo choo. Sure, this is gonna be our maybe.
Ooh.
Oop, there they are.
Thick mummy.
This is gonna be a human peddling armor and shields.
Hmm, human. I'll go interact there then. I don't know if Beazle wants to buy weapons or anything though while there.
Not really. I like my weapons.
Yeah. As you approach, this human calls out, "You there! You look like you can deal plenty of damage, but can you take a hit? Why, by the looks of you, you need a good shield on that arm there."
To me?
The mist. The both of
Oh,
you,
talking
just shouting in
to
that direction.
that
Shouting in
smith.
that
It
direction.
would be the human. All right.
I'm gonna laugh and be like, only a coward hides behind a shield.
Yeah.
I'll be like, a shield does not interest me, but is there armor in your arsenal? Oh man, what's that word?
Arsenal?
Artillery. I guess arsenal. I was thinking of another one, but that
Like
one
an
was good.
armory.
Yeah, armory. Let's just do that.
That's a pretty good. Yeah, he's got every shield under the sun, every size. There's wood, metal, why? All sorts of different coats of arms painted across them. Some of the metal ones are shined up to a polish. Some are a bit rusty. As your eyes drift to one of the rusty shields, he offers you a discount.
Hmm. Are there any shields that can be worn on the back, like a large shield?
Yeah, most of them have straps so you can stick it on your back if you're not carrying it on your arm. But in game rules, to use a shield, you'll have to have a one-handed weapon in your other hand because the shield will occupy one hand. And if you're using it, it'll increase your armor class by 2.
By two. What if it's on the back? It does still apply.
It doesn't do anything.
Because say I have a shield hypothetically on my back, and I am attacked from behind, not knowing. Could it do something, or will it be ineffective?
Uh, I'll certainly add it to the flavor, but if you're not wearing it on your arm, it has no
No, like
bonus to AC.
okay. Well, I'd like to see then. First, I'm gonna check out before the shields, the armors. See if there's a medium armor here. Kind of some of the top ones, like the stats and the price.
Oh heck, make me pull out the if I can spell armor.
ARMOUR. Got it. Easy.
Yeah.
Minus the.
Okay. Because what armor do you have now? Or shoot, because right now you have unarmored defense, being a
Right.
barbarian. So you can. He's got chain scale, just a breastplate with solid iron, some half plate, which, as you've seen armor before, you know about the only thing that's going to be better than your own bare skin and rage. It's going to be a big chunk of half plate,
So some half plate armor, which would be medium armor, I'm guessing.
which is it's medium.
A.
You'd have disadvantage on stealth checks. And,
Hmm. And how much would it add to my, I guess, my armor class?
well, as you start thumbing through the price tags here, the half plate's going to cost you 750 gold pieces.
I am at out.
As far as AC wise, it sets your AC to 15 plus dex.
15 plus dex. Hmm. Yeah. You know what? Let me look at those shields again. What's the price on that rusty one?
Sure. We'll say the rusty one's 8 gold pieces.
8 gold pieces. And then what's the next? I guess kind of after that.
And all the normal shields are 10.
Oh, okay. Is there any that are a little above 10 with? You know, I'm overthinking this. I'll just take the rusty shield for now.
Alright.
I'd like to try and negotiate though. So am I rolling?
What do you say? And roll persuasion for how effective you are. As he says, yep, rusty shield, 8 coins.
So that'd be a d20.
He wasn't specific. Copper.
He was specific.
So what do you
He just wants shiny things.
try to tell him as he's like, "Yep, give me 8 gold pieces."
A rusty shield like that has come close to the end of its use.
Aye. Are you saying that you're not going to take it? There's other people here. As he looks over to the crowd gathered around the Dragonborn selling Dragonborn oil. Like, well, I'll let you in on a secret. I've got a whole crate of these out back. I like to keep out just one for display because it adds the image, but it's 8 or nothing.
Alrighty. Nothing it is then. So let's see. I start walking away, and let's see
You
if
play
he has a change of
hardball?
heart. Yeah, playing hard to get.
No, as some of the customers got their oil from the Dragonborn, and now they're looking at the armor.
Are they cutting a line in front of Beazle? Because that might be a bit of an issue.
No.
Okay.
So you're both around the front of the shop, because he's sitting down on a mat. He's on ground level with their wares.
Sorry, Beazle just ran to the washroom.
Alright. Because I said they didn't want to buy anything. But as you back off and run away and leave this merchant, you notice another hand. But it's not connected to a person.
Ah, shit.
There's just an arm that runs back to the north here. Do you follow the arm?
Which path is it taking?
It snakes back up this way.
Back
Yeah,
that way.
towards the other side of the bazaar.
Yeah, I choose to not follow it and wait for Beazle.
Okay. As we snap back to death, hugging on the blinding light, there's been a couple more kobolds that come by, drop off crates, and go about their way. I'm gonna say there's one that comes with you and sticks about. He's like, yeah, checking the sun in the sky. It's not gonna be too much longer. Harris will be here any second now. He's an orange kobold.
Ah, excellent.
I assume you make small talk with him. Let's see, like, oh,
Oh yeah, just talking about the weather and yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not good at small talk with kobolds. I don't know what they talk about.
he starts asking you what your opinion is on scarabs, if they're really as good tasting as they look. Because in his experience, they always seem pretty good.
I myself have never tried one. But I know people who think they are a delicacy.
As he's crunching the head off one, he offers you the abdomen.
And in my head, I'm like, oh god, I gotta be nice.
I'm gonna look
Yeah.
very excited and like hungry at this thing.
Yeah. So you-
Okay,
Okay.
I take it and say, oh, thank you.
You accept the offering. And do you bite?
And I take a bite.
Make a
I'm like
constitution
licking my
saving
lips.
throw.
I'm like me.
Make a constitution saving throw.
Are we back there? Okay.
At least Beazle is.
Oh my god.
I was waiting for Beazle, so I'm back as well. Then
It tastes like a bug. That's it. You ate a bug.
what does a bug taste like? Nutty, bitter.
Mostly the crunch of chitin.
According to Timon and Pumbaa, they taste like chicken.
I mean,
I'm
everything
down.
tastes like chicken, but it has an earthier feel to it. Like if you had,
Umami flavor. Yes.
like if you picked a potato out of the ground, but
For
instead of
real,
washing
I
it,
think,
you
I
just
think
ate it.
with like bugs and stuff, there's not too much flavor. It's
No.
mostly like the texture that grosses people.
Right. 'Cause I know in Mexico there's a big drive to eat crickets. Like that's just a thing you do. Which,
I've had like grasshoppers and stuff.
yeah. And frankly, that's the future I'm here for.
Not bad if you shake and bake them.
Yeah, like fry
Sounds
anything with
good.
salt and oil.
Try a lot of stuff out there. There are many foods that can be potentially all right or good.
Yeah. So,
Uh, I let Beazle and
yeah.
Algernon know about the strange detached hand I saw scurrying about. What the hell?
Do you look behind you?
Oh god.
That's a loaded question.
Or are you just looking forward, telling him, yeah, man, there's this weird hand. Really long
So
arm. Looked like it just sort of,
I
yeah.
think we could. I think that we could spice up this gameplay. So I'm gonna make pretend he didn't say that, and I'm gonna just be talking to them with my back faced to the wind. What? Like behind me?
Yeah.
I do not look.
Yeah. And, zoop. As y'all are enjoying this scarab, the hand is gonna,
It's just like, oh god, yeah, it was a disgusting, horrible hand. And the hand's like right behind us. Oh.
it's just gonna creep along Glover style. It's got the middle and ring finger down like little feet as it walks. That's oh no. Just gonna scurry along,
Oh,
snaking its long arm, still trailing. It's heading out to the pier. So everyone can,
does nobody see it?
as everyone can clearly see this small object just making their way.
That's a big ass head. It's bigger than all of us.
I can't shrink it.
Oh, they don't let you.
Demon hand.
Ooh.
Yeah. It acknowledges your call of demon hand and jerks and kind of turns to look at you. If it were a humanoid shape, as it's sort of up on its two fingers, like we're going hand cam again on the stream. Not that anyone can see the hand cam. Not that where's my is my roll 20 cam? Oh no, I don't have that. Cause do I? No. Cause Twitch has my cam. Yeah, we're going hand cam anyways. Cause it's scurrying along, it just turn to you. Like, what do you mean demon hand? As it's
Hands aren't supposed to do that.
Is it communicating with us?
it's unable to speak. It's just watching you. It doesn't.
Do sign language?
No.
Poor thing.
Can it? Does it speak like any language, or do we have to roll and fight? Do we have to talk to it first? I guess.
It has no mouth.
Yeah, but this is D&D, so like, anyone speak
And
telepathic?
It just gives us the finger guns and like moves on. Huh.
yeah, it
Oh, hell no.
continues
It's
about
ship.
its business, going towards the ship.
I find kind of weird that the hand appeared suddenly at the same time that the shipment should be coming to, or whoever it is, to pick up the 2 cages.
Are you going to
It's
follow
weird.
it down the pier?
Yeah, I'll follow it.
Or does
So
anyone...
just
Yeah.
letting you guys know, me and Beazle will unfortunately have to take off
Yeah.
in about 10 minutes.
It's all good.
I
We'll drop it shortly then. Try to get to the mystery of this hand.
Then let's follow the hand.
No one follows the arm?
there's an arm too.
There's an
There's-
arm?
There,
What the?
I don't know if I
Hold on.
specified this. There's an arm down the end of this hand. It's been lengthening this whole time.
It's a hand that's dragging an arm, or is it two separate
Yes.
pieces?
No. The arm is attached to the hand.
So
Follow the arm.
I guess I try and
Follow the arm.
catch the hand. I don't know if I should be doing this. Catch it by the arm before it leaves.
You're trying to grab it by the wrist. Sleight
Is
of
there
hand.
like a cross section, like we can see the bone, or is it like an amputated limb that's healed?
I'm gonna say it's not a cross section. It's a whole arm. It looks like a human hand, but pale,
But is it
spindly.
like bloody on one side, or does it look like
No.
if you lose a limb and it kind of like rounds out?
No one's seen the end of the arm yet, because the end of the arm is way back on the other side of the bazaar. The Elgadon's following. Mist, roll sleight of hand if you're trying to catch this hand.
Right.
And
First is
Beaselborg, were you following the hand or down the arm?
I'm not really sure.
wait. How long is this arm?
I'm following the arm.
Because as Elgadon has followed the arm back to
I'm
a...
so confused.
Yeah.
So it's literally like a stretched out
Yeah.
arm. It's not just like a rogue hand. It's got like
No,
a
it's
stretchy
a
limb
hand.
attached to it.
Yeah, it's a hand with an arm attached to it. It's going like 60 feet now to
Is
make
the
it this whole
arm-
distance.
Is the arm pointing up in the air, or is it just like horizontal and whacking everybody as it goes around?
It's just kind of laying on the ground now.
Ew. Okay, I'll follow that, I guess.
Follow the arm
The
back.
arm or the...
The arm.
Okay. I'll stay at the hand
Follow-
so it can
yeah.
stop moving around. Yeah.
Yeah, because with your sleight of hand,
Distract it with rock, paper, scissors.
you're able to snatch it by the wrist. As we go back to Elgadon, who sees the heck. Not even gonna add a desk. You see a stand with a woman behind it. Looks... Oh yeah, this is the good stuff. With a woman behind it who's got the arm receding back over the desk. It's a very high desk and a very short woman. So you just see her head, neck above the side of the desk there. And she has her left hand on top of the desk. Kind of setting up. Raises the left hand to wave at you as you approach. Have you come for my wares?
I'm seeking an arm.
I have those, yes.
Let me see your other one.
Raises another hand, a right hand, with a similar color and composition to the arm you followed and her left.
I'm so confused.
Is it her arm that's stretching, or is there a random arm stretching above the table that she's in?
Show us your legs.
I'm gonna need you to stop her ass on the table here, or I'm calling the cops.
She refuses to show you her legs. As
Roll intimidation? Question mark. Damn it! I wish I was there.
I
Have you
don't.
seen a very stretchy arm?
I don't know if I want to intimidate her because I don't want to like cause problems in the town yet.
Yeah, got it.
Can I just
Huh.
peek under the booth?
So
Or like, is she in?
you're going to approach her and try looking over her desk, stand, wear table.
Yes.
Uh, yeah, no. Uh, below her shoulders, the area that was exposed above the desk, there's a magical darkness. You just see nothing. But,
Eldritch sight. Detect magic.
but detect magic, it's going off the charts.
What kind?
Oh, heck. I don't even know the schools offhand. I can send you after you guys pop off. Uh,
Divination.
yes.
Transmutation.
Some of all that. There's some dark voodoo going on.
Oh.
But you are able to see as you peek over the desk. Right, third arm joins this dark cloud underneath the woman. And she scolds you for peeking up over her desk, because I assume you kind of set your hands on it as you lean in.
Sure.
Like, it's like, hey, don't be invading my personal space, you know. I,
So I'm
Hi.
gonna
Yeah.
just turn and be like, "There's a third arm connected to her." I'm
Yeah.
gonna try and like whisper it, but I'm giving like crazy eyes, and I think I'm whispering, but I'm not whispering. So I'm like, "Oh my god, there's a third arm over there!"
And the woman is unfazed.
and I
And,
kind of look at her and I'm just like, you might want to be a little quieter.
I'd like to roll to see if I could lift the arm component all the way up.
you're going to attempt to lift the arm?
Yes,
Roll.
because I have already the hand grabbed, so it's not moving anymore. I don't think, unless it's fully.
Yeah. Roll athletics.
Athletics. Tarsus. Sorry.
With a 15,
Yes.
the arm does not move.
Fair enough.
I just imagine it being like kind of limp and moist, like
Ew.
nasty.
My apologies, I didn't characterize the arm very well. It's kind of thin, spindly. Uh, you can't make out anything that would appear to be an elbow. It's like a pale human skin, some moles, warts, marring, and
So it's not clammy.
it could be clammy. Yeah, 'cause I think because
Worse.
Mist, you have the hand in your hands. They're clammy.
Oh god. Me like it. No.
As the woman uses her left arm shown to you to pick up a dagger off the table, it says, "Can I interest you in a knife, perhaps?"
To me?
To yeah, if you're at the desk, did you respond to her scolding to get off the desk? Or are you still in her
Yeah,
personal
I'll
space?
I'll lean back.
Yeah, yeah. So
So I focus my detect magic on the dagger.
it's a magical dagger. It looks incredibly sharp. It's actually closer to the size of a dart because it's very slim stiletto blade. But you can feel
Very
as
slim and stabby.
you, you can feel as though this dagger's been magically enhanced. Uh, roll Arcana. If you can tell the exact spell.
You have got to be kidding me.
No, it looks like it could stab things because it's a knife. It's a field of one appears. I can.
Let's see. Can I let's see.
Yeah.
Can I try and walk along the arm?
Yes. Are you gonna keep
If
the?
clues going through the water?
Because you can look back and see that the arm follows the path. Are you going to keep the wrist clasped in your hands, or are you going to drop it?
It seems stretchy, so I'll keep the wrist in my hands. Do I need to roll for anything?
As you attempt to walk away with the wrist still in your hands, you find that it doesn't move at all.
Does
It
she
is
even
firmly
look
placed.
surprised or like she knows that somebody's like holding her hand?
She's not surprised. She's fully aware.
So this is her hand? Well, I thought it was a separate hand floating in the air. Oof. Well, in that case, I will let go of the wrist if it doesn't, because it doesn't budge, and I will keep following the arm.
You follow the arm back to the handmaiden. She's now
I don't know what to say at this point. How do you bring up an impossibly long arm?
and as soon as Mist has made it back to the handmaiden, the third arm recedes back into her. And it all just shoots back like a tape measure.
So,
It's- She's
is
still
she selling stuff here?
She has a magical dagger.
and she's still holding the dagger in her hand. The dagger of infinite stabitude.
Infinite stabitude. What does that mean? Ooh.
It means that it was magical, but I have no clue what kind of magic it has.
Yeah. I forgot to give her a voice, but that's fine. We'll add a voice next session.
See, So
I
she
have a
has, like-
sneaking suspicion that we don't have enough gold to buy this dagger, though.
Overhearing this, she says, "Don't worry. You can trade for things besides gold."
Oh, I see now.
Oh,
I
oh,
see now.
oh no. She wants our souls!
Souls
I
are good,
actually-
yes.
She wants the D.
I'll also accept limbs,
Let's
favors.
see,
What kind? Like, what favor?
I've got
I sense a quest!
sure.
Might we know your name?
Around here they call me the handmaiden on account of
Roll
my
credits!
hands. As she holds up 5 hands.
I feel like she made that up herself, actually.
People around here call me that, but in reality, it's just me who calls me that.
You're welcome to grab any of the other customers or merchants around here and check if what she says is true.
Nah, seeing the 5 hands, I believe her because she's not
There's 5
hiding
hands
it.
now? What the heck? I thought it was 3.
I say, and after she raises, oh heck, she's going to lower 4 of the hands, but the one left hand with the dagger of infinite sabitude remains raised as an offer.
What would you like us to do?
There's an isle out in port with a dreadful population. I hear there's unholy monsters.
Oh, so she's a racist. I see.
What the heck?
Unnatural
Sorry.
creations with body parts they should not have.
So she wants us to slay
Interesting.
handicapped beasts, basically.
Not saying that my character's not saying this. I'm thinking she means the creatures that we've been searching for.
The ones who are doing the
Yeah.
experiment?
More than likely.
And she'll
It's
Put-
a bunch of them? Well, a team of engineers or something.
she'll put a name to him. She'll say there's a bunch of chimeras off Isle Delfino.
I'm not sure how I feel about taking on this quest. Is there a downside if the quest is not completed, or is it just completed?
We don't get a dagger. We don't get a magical dagger.
Because sometimes there could be a punishment aspect. Well, not punishment, but just a negative side to it.
I mean, it's more like if we don't finish it, well, then we don't get the payments, and we aren't hailed as heroes. I like to be hailed as a hero.
Another hand picks up a coin purse off the desk and says that you'll be heartily rewarded.
I don't know if I want to take on this quest because, if there's no downside, I mean, maybe. And if we just find out later on that we don't want to do the quest, we don't do it. Because maybe these engineer things, or whatever they are, may have a surprisingly decent reason for their experiments of abomination.
Also, I find it interesting that she's calling them hideous monsters when she's got how many hands?
You've seen at least 5.
At least 5. Oh, freaky D.
So, like, how are they different?
Maybe
I mean,
they have
unless it's
hands.
against their will. I mean, that's definitely not great.
So, how familiar is Elganon with the outer planes?
I'm sorry?
How familiar is Elganon with the outer planes?
He more so knows about the high heavens rather than the lower plane.
Because I'm going to say with your Eldritch Eye detecting magic, you can tell that this handmaiden is definitely not from this plane.
Can I do an Arcana check to kind of get an idea if she's from lower or higher?
Yes.
Or religion?
Sure.
Actually, doesn't matter. They're both. Can I roll on advantage because I am a half angel?
Yes, I'll say you're from there.
Nice.
You can.
Damn it!
This is why you're only a half angel, not a full angel.
I'll say you've definitely never seen anyone like this anywhere near the higher planes. Which would lead you to
She's a
reasonably
demon.
conclude.
Demon?
She's a devil.
Oh,
She's a demon.
She recoils at those words.
I'm not saying them out loud.
She recoils at your thoughts.
Oh.
Get out of my head!
So,
Politely refuses. No.
Zarl, protect me!
can I, let's see.
In your
Can I
mind's
roll
eye, there's another
intimidation?
hand.
Can I roll intimidation to convince her to stop reading the thoughts of at least Algernon?
Sure. You may roll intimidation as you're shouting, "Stop reading our thoughts."
Stop my reading. That's not cool. Let's see. Ooh, 23, and looks like a critical. So do I roll again?
Uh, no, on crit, all out. She's thoroughly convinced. She will not read Elganon's mind.
I said at
Uh,
least, but since it is 20, I mean, hey, she shouldn't be taking chances. What say you, DM?
I say she's gonna stay out of Elganon's mind.
Alright.
And
Thank you, Zarl.
was in Akata's mind and Miss mind. You know, you know how you have your like mind's eye, how you can visualize things in your head.
Yeah.
Sure.
A hand appears in your thoughts.
Can I shake the hand?
I'm a high five it.
Yes.
So the question is, I'd like to. Is there a conversation? Like, I just want to talk to her. Are the hands for us, against? Does she want to share the information?
Uh, they're not threatening, and they're not advantageous. Like, no, I don't know. Cause I want to end the session on this conversation with her, so we can pick
Okay.
up.
So
But
Algernon is
these,
free of hands in his thoughts.
yes, Elganon is free of hand thoughts.
All right. Alrighty.
To be honest, I don't think she's
Yeah.
gonna read many thoughts from my character. Not the smartest.
No, there's yeah, it's like an empty filing cabinet. She just thumbs through. Like,
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually.
Does she give up and remove the hand from Beazle and maybe put two in mine?
no.
No.
The hand in Beesborg's mind pulls out a large manila folder labeled Rage. Neat. Before setting it back down. It reads through this analogy of your memories.
As she's looking through the file folders, every single one says rage.
Rage!
But they're still in alphabetical order.
Rage 1, Rage 2, Rage 3, Rage 4, Rage 5.
That time I raged. That
Yeah.
other time I raged.
Weekend at Rageys.
Weekend at Rageys 2, they're still dead. That's
Is
awful.
anything seen in my mind, or does the hand do anything, or is it kind of just there chilling?
I mean, same thing. It's thumbing through a filing cabinet that metaphorically represents your memories. It's looking through your past. You could say it's like a 3-compartment filing cabinet with
I say, well, we definitely have an interest in these creatures as well, so we shall look into them.
I see. As you look past her, there's another hand heading back towards the dock. Your passage should be arranged. Meet up around sunset. And there should be a ferry to take you out.
Perfect. Thank you, handmaiden.
And she
It's so interesting if she's from the lower planes, she can't read the higher plane thoughts of Algernon. That worked out nicely.
Oh no, she probably can. It's just that you intimidated her not to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now I mean, that's why it's fitting.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. You're a half. It's okay. You have the perks of a full, I'm guessing now. Still half, though.
Yeah, you're a celestial being mostly.
But yeah, me and Beazle
Yeah.
have to get going here.
Yeah. So we'll end the session here. It's approaching sundown. Passage is arranged. Eris is going to come back. Handmaiden waves you off. We'll see you guys.
See y'all.
All right. Thank you for the session,
Yeah.
and we shall talk to you guys later.
Yeah, we'll see you.
Yeah, I had fun.
All right. Peace.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah.
So, ending the session here, or taking them to ends or something?
You know, we're gonna end the D&D session here. So I realized that this was beyond the scope of my plan.
Oh, I thought we went a little slower than normal.
You did. I considered. Here, let me end the Twitch and go raid someone. Because I considered having you guys fight more kobolds, but then playing Death saw exactly one and convinced him not fight. So I'm like, you know, that sounds like a much better idea. Let's not slaughter them.
Yeah, let's not slaughter they were bronze, I think. That one.
So the one that you befriended was brass. Let's go. Sure. Let's go raid Shikikins.
Dope.
I can spell.
I'm surprised. I've damaged very few things this time.
You didn't attempt to stab the hands.
I was considering, honestly, for a bit to detach the end of the hand with my great axe. But it's probably a better idea I didn't.
It's for the best, because I definitely just have you chip your axe.